Breaking news, one of the sheriffs from the Gulf Coast has now been tasked with keeping our communities safer. We'll tell you what Charlotte County Sheriff Bill Permel has just been appointed to do.
Plus, another city here in the Gulf Coast may remove fluoride from our drinking water.
And adding another diverging diamond to a busy intersection. We'll show you where another one is now being proposed. Well, let's get straight to breaking news. Charlotte County Sheriff Bill Permel has been appointed to Florida's State Immigration Enforcement Council. Florida House Speaker Daniel Perez says Sheriff Permel and Duval County Sheriff T.K. Waters will both be serving on the council. The council became official last week during Florida's special session and is set up to tackle immigration. Sheriff Permel now serves as the Charlotte County Sheriff, the president of the Florida Sheriff's Association, and will work on the council.
Even more breaking news. Gulf Coast News is working to find out how a Punta Gorda police chaplain died. Punta Gorda police say Reverend Bill Klossner passed away Sunday evening. He was with the police department for over 25 years. When we learn more, we'll be sure to pass it on to you.
It's a controversial idea, but many communities in Florida, including here in the Gulf Coast, are removing fluoride from their water supply. Now the city of Fort Myers is floating the idea.
Several cities in the Gulf Coast have already banned fluoride or even discussed the possibility. This afternoon, Fort Myers City Council is meeting to discuss the idea. Gulf Coast News reporter Lacey Lee is in downtown Fort Myers with more on what this could potentially mean if it moves forward.
Today, fluoride is up for debate within the city of Fort Myers. Leaders are set to discuss whether they should keep it or get rid of it from your water. We've seen all of Collier County and parts of Lee County vote to remove fluoride. Earlier this month, Lee County commissioners voted to remove the water additive for the county's utility customers. The CDC says its primary use is to help prevent tooth decay, especially in more impoverished communities.
I mean, losing teeth is a big thing for especially older people. You know, you don't want to have to gum your food.
A study claims it lowers the IQ of children. The American Academy of Pediatrics has questioned the validity of the report, saying other reviews have come to different conclusions about the risk and benefits. Earlier this month, even the Florida Surgeon General stood before Lee County commissioners, giving his stance on the controversial water additive.
People will be healthier overall when they have less exposure to fluoride. So let's help people have less exposure to fluoride.
Fort Myers City Councilor Fred Burson is the one who wants to discuss this matter. You can count on Gulf Coast News to bring you anything that comes out of today's meeting. And for now, reporting in downtown Fort Myers, Lacey Lee, Gulf Coast News.
Collier County has already voted to remove fluoride from its water. The Immokalee Water and Sewer District removed fluoride last month. Naples and unincorporated Collier County made the call back in December, and it went into effect at the beginning of 2025. And before that, Everglades City, Marco Island, and Ave Maria had already removed fluoride from their water supplies.
Also, a Florida Senate Republican is working to ban fluoride in water supplies across the entire Sunshine State. It's being discussed during the legislative session, which begins March 4th. Count on Gulf Coast News to let you know if the proposal makes it to the governor's desk.
The Rachel DeWell statue is also up for discussion at the Fort Myers City Council. The statue sits along McGregor Boulevard and was severely damaged by Hurricane Ian. However, the cost to make the repairs to the base will cost more than $800,000, which is much more than what city leaders want to pay. The City Council is expected to cancel negotiations now with the construction company.
Today, Fort Myers City Council is expected to unveil the new name for Challenger Boulevard. It's the section of Challenger Boulevard that sits next to the new Lee Health Fort Myers campus just off Colonial and Challenger Boulevards and Winkler Avenue. The city's been generating feedback and have narrowed the names down to either Jones Walker Road or Jones Walker Boulevard. The council will discuss the name change this afternoon at 4:30.
The Fort Myers City Council will hold the first of two public hearings during its 4:30 meeting today to discuss what to do with the old News Press site in downtown Fort Myers. The council is discussing turning the building into new apartments, shops, a grocery store, hotel, office space, parking garages. Catalyst Community Development says phase one of the project would cost about $45 million. A second hearing is scheduled for March 3rd. From your Cape Coral News team, Lee County commissioners are going to follow the design build method design bid build method for the Cape Coral Bridge project. That's what the decision is. The bridge will be widened from College Parkway in Fort Myers to Cape Coral Parkway, and a pedestrian bridge will be added. Commissioners are expected to make a deal with FDOT, which includes buying land along McGregor Boulevard. The project is anticipated to start in 2027, and then construction should last 3 to 4 years.
Well, right now, Lee County commissioners are talking and expected to give a contract extension to the contractor to finish phase 1 of the RSW expansion project. The project was supposed to be finished last month and open to the public. However, last week, Gulf Coast News learned they're years away from opening and millions of dollars over budget. The expansion involves adding a new concourse and gates. The project might not be completed now until late 2028.
From your Collier County News team, making improvements to I-75 and Pine Ridge Road. FDOT is leaning towards the idea of adding a diverging diamond to help with traffic safety and accommodate the growing amount of traffic, similar to the one on Colonial Boulevard and 6 Mile Cypress in Fort Myers. Gulf Coast News reporter Mercedes Martinez is near that intersection, explaining what you need to do if you have strong thoughts and opinions about this idea.
If your daily commute consists of driving along I-75 and Pine Ridge Road, get ready for a new traffic pattern. FDOT is talking about the Diverging Diamond project today. They will be showing you their timeline and answering all your questions.
So they do want to change the flow of traffic with a diverging diamond. Do you think that's going to be any help at all?
I hope so.
I think so. Anything to help would be great.
People who usually drive through the busy I-75 and Pine Ridge intersection are feeling hopeful for a new traffic pattern. The Diverging Diamond interchange is designed to minimize left-hand turns in front of oncoming traffic, reducing potential collision risks. Berlene Claremont says she has seen her fair share of crashes on the intersection as she's driven through here for the past 3 years.
Coming and going to Naples is bananas because I can see it on the other end, going and coming.
Other drivers say planning ahead for this commute is pivotal.
Yeah, lots of traffic. I mean, if you leave the house like 1 minute later, you will be late to work. I would say 7. If I leave at 7:01, good luck.
FDOT's goal is to improve your safety, traffic flow, and keep up with the growing population with this new traffic pattern. This is all part of the $4 billion Moving Florida Forward infrastructure initiative to help alleviate congestion across the state.
FDOT will be having an open house at North Collier Regional Park Exhibit Hall from 4 to 6. There you can ask all the questions you may have and learn more about this project. I am along I-75 and Pine Ridge Road in Collier County. Mercedes Martinez, Gulf Coast News.
The Diverging Diamond project in Fort Myers is almost completely done. Crews have been working since 2021 to build this diverging diamond along the Colonial Boulevard and 6 Mile Cypress intersection by I-75. Giving you a live look right now from our FDOT cameras, and you can see that traffic is moving smoothly through here. Earlier this month, crews finished a continuous flow intersection. The Diverging Diamond project is expected to be done in the next few months.
Right now, Gulf Coast News is working to get you more information from Lee County deputies about what led up to a rollover crash. We know what happened along US 41 and College Parkway in the Villas just after 10 last night. I want you to take a look at this video here. You can see a truck flipped over onto its roof. Another car has some serious front-end damage. Gulf Coast News will bring you any new updates once we get them.
Well, plans are officially in the works to build a new fire station on Pine Island. The new facility will be hurricane-proof and high-tech and 8,500 square feet, thanks to Castellanos and Tremonte Architects and a $5 million budget. It will replace the old station along Stringfellow Road in St. James City, which was damaged in past hurricanes. The new facility is set to open in the summer of 2026.
A Lehigh Acres homeowner now trying to figure out what to do after several drivers used their front yard as a way to get around a broken down vehicle Saturday along 15th Street Southwest. You see video of it here. So the person who lives at the house says roughly 10 cars drove over her driveway and lawn to avoid a stalled vehicle. Neighbors say it looked less like a traffic jam and more like a motorcade.
So they're going to do what they got to do to get around and go where they need to go. And it's unfortunate that a car is right there in the middle of the road, but I mean, no harm, no foul.
So the neighbor who took the video says the woman cleans her driveway every year, but now she has tire tracks all over it.
The boys of summer are back on the Gulf Coast, and so are their injuries.
The advancements of the surgeries we're now having.
How an increase in spring training injuries has led to innovative ways to keep players on the field. On Gulf Coast News NBC at 5.
She's a familiar face to Jeopardy, and now she's back for the top prize.
The level of competition of this tournament is so intense.
You'll hear what it takes for that local contestant to try and make it big on her third appearance of Jeopardy.
Plus, the cold weather is only intensifying up north. Why now is a critical time before many states deal with additional snow.
I'm tracking another cold front just around the corner. I'll show you the timing in just a few minutes.